Hello everyone. In this video we will see some of the methods to transfer the recombinant DNA into the host cells. Transformation is the bacterial uptake of DNA fragments or plasmids in the presence of calcium 2 plus ions at 4 degrees C, and when the temperature is raised to 42 degrees, that is when you give a heat shock, the bacteria will uptake the recombinant DNA. The ability of bacterial cells to take the foreign DNA is called competence, and here less than 15 kilobase per size recombinant DNA could be transferred. Transduction is the introduction of a foreign DNA into a bacterial cell using a virus or a bacteriophage. Here the recombinant DNA of size 38 to 50 kilobase per size could be transferred, and you have the lambda phages which have at the ends cos sites which help in the packaging of the DNA. We can build two types of vectors. One is insertion vector and another is replacement vector. So as the name indicates, in insertion vector the foreign DNA is inserted into a unique cleavage site of the phage DNA, and here a maximum of 18 kilobase per size foreign DNA could be inserted, and examples are lambda GT 10 and 11. For constructing replacement vectors, the non-essential DNA called the stuffer region of the phage DNA is replaced by the foreign DNA, and here 25 to 30 kilobase per size DNA could be inserted. Examples are EMBL 3 and 4. EMBL stands for European Molecular Biology Laboratory. Transfection is the direct intake of naked DNA from the culture medium by eukaryotic cells. DNA fragments are added to the nutrient solution and young plants could take up through their roots. J. Paskowski studied that when recombinant DNA having kanamycin resistant genes were mixed with protoplast in presence of fusargent polyethylene glycol and grown in a medium containing kanamycin, kanamycin resistant plants developed. Disadvantages of the method are large genes cannot be introduced, it is not useful for gene manipulation, and few cells get the DNA. Transfection has been carried out in animal cell lines like HeLa cells, leukemia cells, L1210 cells, liver cells, lymphocytes and oocytes of mammals and vertebrates. Van der Reb studied that when recombinant DNA was precipitated in calcium phosphate, it induced competence in particular animal cell lines, and the mode of uptake is pinocytosis using ATP. When DEAE dextran is used, the uptake is by endocytosis. The positively charged DEAE dextran interacts with the negatively charged phosphate of the recombinant DNA, which in turn interacts with the positively charged cell surface of the host, and uptake is by means of endocytosis. Electroporation is a method wherein the recombinant DNA is introduced into the host by means of electric treatment, and it was studied by Zimmermann in the year 1983, and this method is a transient method. Using electroporation, recombinant DNA could be introduced into plant protoplasts, bacterial cells, animal cells, yeast protoplast and bacterial protoplasts. Transformation of hepatocytes, epidermal cells, hematopoietic stem cells and fibroblasts have been studied. Naked DNA could be used for gene therapy on animal cells. Electric pulse forms transient pores in cell membrane and it makes it permeable to the recombinant DNA. This is a rapid method, convenient, simple, fast and involves low cell cytotoxicity. More recombinants could be produced in short time. Recombinant DNA is mixed with protoplast in a glass chamber with two electrodes, and when applying a single electric pulse of 4 to 8 kilovolts per centimeter for 4 to 5 milliseconds, one or more recombinant DNA will enter by pinocytosis. Here 3 to 140 kilobase per size DNA could be transferred. The frequency of transformation can be increased by adding colcimid. 25 to 30 transformants could be obtained per 10 raised to 5 live cells. Recombinant DNA could be transformed into E. coli cells with an electric pulse of 2.5 kilovolts per centimeter for 4 to 6 milliseconds. Recombinant kanamycin resistant plants were developed by transforming protoplasts with recombinant plasmids containing kanamycin resistance gene with an electric pulse of 350 volts. Electroporation has been found to be successful with protoplasts of wheat, rice, petunia, sorghum, maize, and tobacco. The picture of an electroporator taken from the internet is shown here. Limitations of the method are: animal cells are sensitive to electric treatment. If the strength is not too strong, then plant protoplasts will lose